What is up, guys, and welcome back to another episode of the My Player Career Mode. As you can tell, this one is unfortunately post-commentary. With issues I was having to my computer, and I'm now on a temporary setup with the laptop, it means the episodes for the foreseeable future until my new PC arrives is going to be on the post-com, unless I can somehow get my laptop to be running smooth enough to be able to do live comms as well. So, here we go, guys. In this episode today, we are off with international duty. I can't quite remember what the international tournament is. It'll come back to me in a second here once we do, in fact, go into the first game. But one thing I want to mention quickly, guys, if you haven't already, go ahead and cast your vote for the new career mode on the channel. There was a video uploaded, may have been yesterday when you're watching this, or it's possibly the day before that, actually. So if you want to go over there, it'll be on the channel, and it's basically you guys can vote on who you want me to start a career mode with. As of right now, Las Palmas is the team that is winning. So if you don't want that to be the team that comes onto the channel next, then make sure you cast your vote and don't let it go unnoticed, if you will. So make sure you go ahead over there, cast your vote if you've not done so already, but the chances are the majority of you guys watching this video now will have already voted. It's got something like over 400 views right now, or votes, sorry. And also on top of that, it runs until tomorrow at like 6 PM UK time. So I'm hoping to have the first episode kind of out this Saturday coming, and then that way I'll be able to upload the final episode of the Inter Milan career mode, and then the start of our brand new career mode with whichever team it may be. As I say, right now, Las Palmas are the team that are winning, but Lyon are not far behind, and actually Lyon, Schalke, and I think Leverkusen are the other team who are all quite close to each other, but Las Palmas right now is something like 40 or so votes ahead, so make sure you cast your votes, and don't let your vote go uncasted, and basically don't let it get put into the nothingness that is the internet, if you will. So, you can see today, guys, as I said, we're off with international duty for an international competition. And I didn't even realise this competition existed, which is bad, because a football fan of how many years I've been following football for, you'd like to think that I know pretty much all there was to know in terms of competitions available, in terms of what I would be kind of interested in. But this is one that I've never actually kind of realised even existed. So I went ahead and Googled it, and then I realised why I hadn't seen it exist, because in the times when it's been played, I'm pretty sure England haven't been involved in it. So I'm not quite sure why we're playing it in here, but regardless, guys, it does give us a chance to be able to win some international silverware and basically say that we are one of the world's best teams. Of course, we hold the World Cup currently in terms of that one. The World Cup is coming around again, though, in the next season. So we have a chance to try our hand at basically retaining that World Cup for the first time ever in England's history. So that could be a really interesting thing. But before that, guys, we've got this international cup competition coming up right now. And the first opponent is actually France. And that's nothing too easy to play against, if I'm being completely honest with you. So we'll have to see what happens. But it was us actually who kind of got off to the better start, and then I did this. Now, I don't quite know what happened here. I tried to force a pass out wide to the left rather than going to Wilshere, and for some reason it stopped before it went all the way out to the left. It gave France a chance from this. A fantastic through ball down the middle, cuts inside the defender, beats him, but a fantastic stop from Jack Butland keeps the score at 0-0. So early signs here, France with the best chance, but then into the 23rd minute of another good chance here for France to take the lead. Griezmann into his teammate here, gives it off, and Paul Pogba, I think it was, flicking it back to the edge of the area there, and then a strike coming in from the edge of the area, once again met with another phenomenal save from Jack Butland. This young man is absolutely spectacular between the sticks. Not so young nowadays, actually. I'm talking as if he's still in his early 20s. He's actually quite old now compared to what he is in real life in this series. So, yeah, that's one thing to note. And you can see as well, fantastic move down the right-hand side, allowed us to get into a position to really release our teammate down this right-hand side, and Kazawa there realised he was going to get beaten for pace, and so had to make the tackle and bring him down, which means he gets a booking for it, and we get ourselves a free kick in a pretty dangerous area, if you will. Chamberlain actually managed to get there ahead of Leon, and that's the reason why he actually gave away the free kick. So from this free kick, you can see we're quite a way out. You know what my free kicks are currently like in this save. I'm trying to improve on them. But we actually had a decent one. I'm not going to lie to you. It came back off of the post. I was gutted because I thought I was going bottom bins, but unfortunately not. And we did not lead this game by a goal to nil. Honestly, guys, when I saw that going goalwards, I was thinking, no way. We've actually just found an absolute screamer from the free kick. But it wasn't done there because we managed to intercept the cross, or the pass across the box, if you will. You never, ever do that in football, by the way, guys. Just don't pass it across your box. It's one thing that you do not want to do. And in the end, France making an absolute howler of it. Eventually, they get it away with a good save from Lloris. But it could have simply been 1-0 that from basically nothing if France didn't manage to have a goalkeeper between the sticks that was good at saving. But we did find the opening goal of the game. 49 minutes onto the clock, going down the right-hand side here. Selvaran for dead. He has no idea where I'm going with that one. Cut it back inside, and then the slide coming in from his centre-back partner was not in time as we finished the move off into the bottom corner. Fantastic skill, this one, though. Take a look at that. Don't even have to use any skills to actually beat him there. Just stop the ball dead, cut it back into the left foot, and honestly, a defender of Rafael Varane's capabilities should have known that that was coming, you know. It's not something that I like to do, is strike it on my weak foot, but he may have thought that I was going to try and take it early, and that might have been the reason why he tried to slide, but he just made himself look like an absolute mug in the end, because we ended up cutting it back inside of him, going onto our stronger left foot, and curling one into the bottom corner. So we took the lead in this one here. It's been a very open game until that point as well. I'm not going to lie to you guys. France had a couple of chances, and but for Jack Butland making 2 phenomenal saves in the first half, we could have seen ourselves a goal down. And then from that, France decided they wanted to commit some men forward. I actually got myself another chance. A really good one, this one, to give us our 2-0 lead here. In many ways, this one's actually better than the other one. You know, I should be finishing those chances off. And the fact that I've hit it straight at Lloris there did really frustrate me. But then, guys, it gets even worse for us, because 90 minutes on the clock, we steal it here. It's basically the points wrapped up for us. We don't need to get ourselves a second goal, but I go through one-on-one and miss the target completely. I didn't even hit the target. I put it wide. A striker of my capabilities, in the rate we currently are now, in many ways, we are one of the world's best strikers in the world, if not the best in terms of form. So the fact that I didn't even hit the target from that one is certainly questionable. I'm not quite sure what I did wrong there. I mean, I should have gone with a low-driven shot looking back on it, and in the end I tried to do like a finesse shot, but in the end it didn't matter. We came with a 1-0 victory, and we got ourselves the 3 points to kick the season, or not the season, sorry, this campaign off in the group stage. So you can see the other 2 teams there in it. It's actually Argentina and Mexico are the other 2 teams in the group stage, and as you can see, Argentina is the team we are playing against next. Unfortunately, we were dropped from this one due to fitness reasons. This one was actually played 2 days after the opening one was. So you can see why we were dropped here, as Harry Kane takes to the starting 11 for this one. We eventually run out 3-1 winners. Rashford getting himself on the score sheet after coming off the bench. So, very convincing that one. Makes it 6 points out of 6 from the group stage. I'm pretty sure we're already through in this stage now. And I'm 100% sure as well, guys, that there's only 2 groups going on. So it's the top 2 go through, because I'm 100% sure that the semi-finals are coming up next. So it must be there's only 2 groups and the top 2 go through. So in that sense, we're pretty much secured as going out of the group. But of course, you want to win the group, because if you win the group, you get yourselves the ability to be able to, I guess, play the second team place in the other group. So as you can see there, by the way, you did see that we are in fact through, because regardless of the outcome of the other one, even if we lose to Mexico here, Argentina and France will be playing their game. So if either one of them wins, the other one doesn't, and they stay on 3 points. So we're through the group regardless, guys. And now it's all about if we can get that win. So a draw here would be enough against Mexico to secure the top spot in the group to move into that semi-finals of this competition. And as you can see as well, the boys are ready as we are back in the starting 11 for this one today. And what I will say is as well, I don't know what it is. I just seem to play a lot better with England. I don't know why. It's exactly the same formation. I've spoke previously about the formations that I've been in terms of my club teams. I don't like the 4-3-3. I feel quite isolated up top. But yet when I come and play it with England, it seems to work wonders. Now, maybe that's just the players I've got around me. Maybe I should need to move clubs. But at the same time, every club I've gone to that play 4-3-3, barring Valencia at the start, just did not seem to work for me. Man City did work in the end. I guess I maybe should have to stay here one more season. But a majority of you guys actually have been asking me to leave Manchester City. So we'll have to see what happens. Maybe I'll hand in a transfer request in the next episode. We'll have to see what comes around. But until then, guys, we're back with this international game here as Mexico unfortunately found themselves a 0-0 down. This one was a bit surprising, actually. I tried a low-driven shot from quite a way out in terms of that one, and the keeper gets nowhere near it. And when I first saw it from my angle, of course, when you're playing, I was thinking to myself, that's poor goalkeeper, he's got to save that. But then when you watch it from this angle and then the other angle about to come up, you really see that actually it is a very, very tidy finish into the bottom corner. I mean, you can see we're on the edge of the area here, so maybe this one shouldn't be going into the back of the net. But there you go. It's not as easy as the goalkeeper, or it's not as easy for the goalkeeper as I was expecting the first time I saw that. So I have to give him some credit. You know, it's not an easy save to make, but maybe you should be saving that one. We did have one more chance as well before the end of the first half. This time, though, the goalkeeper was actually able to save it at full stretch. Fantastic one-handed save to deny us the second goal in this one. Into the last few minutes of the game now, as Mexico chasing themselves what would have been a consolation goal after they would have got themselves a point. But unfortunately for them, it did not matter the outcome of this game. They were not going through the group regardless of whatever happened. And as you can see, we picked up the 1-0 victory. Very happy with that one, if I do say so. It means we move through into the next round and the knockout phases of this international tournament. And the Confed Cup, as it's actually called. I forgot to mention that. It's actually called the Confed Cup. Now, as I said, I don't play that much, and I actually didn't even realize this existed, but now I do. So there you go. It is what it is. And you can see Argentina and France still yet to play their game, so we don't actually know who has gone through the group. But I can tell you right now as well, we have actually got Spain in the next round of this Confed Cup. So it's going to be quite interesting. You know, we're the top scorer pretty much alongside Jose Gaya for Spain, and I'm not expecting the left back to score any more goals when he does, in fact, come to face us. And you can see there, guys, France did win their game, and they did go through into the next round. They'll be taking on Uruguay, which means I'm guessing Uruguay must have won their group and Spain coming second, because otherwise I'm not quite sure why we'll be playing Spain if we won our group, unless it's kind of just picked out of a hat or something along those lines. But as you can see as well, top right side of your screen, Player of the Year. Yes, we finally got it, guys, here in this save, and I've done what I was hoping to do. As you can see, the League's Player of the Year award going to us, even though, unfortunately, we didn't manage to secure the title alongside it. But that's going to be it from me. If you've enjoyed this episode, guys, I'd appreciate a like rating. As always, thank you all for your continued support on the channel. I'm hoping to have a second upload out tonight at 6 PM UK time. Hopefully, guys, it will be out. Don't miss it if it does, and I'll catch you all then. Adios.